tag team action now for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. In the blue corner at 238 pounds from Richmond, Virginia, Buddy Landel. And his partner at 222 pounds from Knoxville, Tennessee, Tim Horner. As you can see, we've got entering the ring now probably the most awesome tag team you've ever seen, and two of the best-known managers in professional wrestling today, Playboy Gary Hart and General Skandor Akbar.
Of course, Gary Hart knows that money begets money, and that Gary Hart is interested in the American dollar. Certainly, he can tell you that for himself.
Just let's get a couple little priorities straight now, Skandor. Priority in this agreement is cash. Now, every time you want something a little more, you're going to be expected to pay a little more. Now, I know that you have been a man that has spent great sums of money to get things done. But when Kabuki does them for you, each and every time, and I want this straight, the payoff will have to get bigger, bigger, and bigger, and I know you can afford it.
You heard, Greaser has heard, the people in Mid-South have heard. It's an agreement.
And an agreement we have.
I just love money, Skandor.
That's quite obvious. And to get on with the match, at 385 pounds, General Skandor Akbar's pride and joy, Kamala, the Ugandan warrior. And his partner in this tag team event at 235 pounds from Singapore, the Great Kabuki.
Well, they're partners, but they're looking themselves over. Uganda, the warrior in the form of Kamala. And there is his team partner from the stable of Playboy Gary Hart and H&H Enterprises, the Great Kabuki. As the Green Flame, their opponents across the ring, the popular duo of Tim Horner and Buddy Landel, watching to see there. Once again, Kamala trying to figure out all the hair, Mr. Racing, too, that's on the head. He has none on his, as neither does Playboy Gary Hart. But inside that head of Playboy Gary Hart is a brilliant brain, as the other manager also, General Skandor Akbar. And when money's up, they all turn to green.
Well, this, without a doubt, has got to be the most awesome team that I've ever seen put together. When you get Gary Hart and Akbar together, those two minds have got to be the two devious minds in the wrestling profession today, as you well know.
Kabuki in the ring against Buddy Landel. I know Mr. Racing, too, is watching very closely the man that mastered all the martial arts in the ring, the Great Kabuki, and he'll watch his opponent and partner, also Kamala, on the outside of the ring.
Something that I always try to make my business is to watch all different wrestlers from all parts of the country, because all of them have a different style, different ways of protecting and defending themselves. And this Kabuki, needless to say, one of the top martial art competitors in the wrestling business today, as you can well see. He executes those kicks with great talent, smoothness, great ability, and without saying, with a lot of thrust.
I'm not taking away from any other in professional wrestling, but these two, if they stay together, could prove to be one of the most awesome, gruesome twosome that you've ever seen in professional wrestling. The
That's
Great
for
Kabuki
sure.
and Kamala, Ugandan warrior. Look at him.
These two men ever got their minds together, I would say perhaps they would be right on the edge of being unbeatable. Kamala at the moment looks a little disturbed or uneasy over there. He's kind of prancing up and down. He's a man that you just never know what he's got in the back of his mind. You don't know never know where he's going to be coming from or anything else.
And with his oriental knowledge of the nerve holes across the throat and around the shoulder muscles, really proves valuable in match after match. As in comes Buddy Landell, and Tim Horner. Kamala is stalking on the apron, forward and back from that corner.
These two young wrestlers, you know, they have got a lot of fight in them, and they're both very good athletes. But they're going against two men right now that are extremely devious and also good athletes.
Kabuki proving that he can kick from forward position as well as behind you, using both hands, so you have to stay with him at all times. Never turn your back, much less even think about not looking right straight ahead at all times, and then he'll put it on you. Right now, once again, returning to those nerve muscles around the side of the throat.
Besides being a profession in the martial arts, he also knows those nerve holes extremely well, and he executes them with great perfection. I think that knocked the starch out of him a little bit. He's a little slow in getting up. Ooh. He came right down into that one.
Gary Hart directing on the outside the movements of Kabuki, while Akbar trying to hold and calm down Kamala, who's stalking around. Now he made the tag.
Tag finally made. Kabuki coming in for the kill.
Follow the Ugandan warrior high in the air.
Once Kamala throws that big body on you, as much time as he does, it's all over.
That's all. 1, 2, 3, and the awesome team. But Kamala's not through.
He's not satisfied. He doesn't feel he's got enough of them.
Kamala, the Ugandan warrior, and the great Kabuki join forces in a victory. We'll be back with more action after this word from Mid-South Wrestling Television Network.